Hello and welcome to day 3 of the Pro Wrestling World Cup, as you can see on screen, or you could as I started that sentence. Starting things off with the second Group B match. The first one was yesterday, and if you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, or even day 1's, then definitely go back and watch it. This man, Shane Thorne, beat his tag team partner in TM61, whose name escapes me, Nick Miller, I think it is, to represent Australia. And this arena was made by an Australian. So he's right at home here, even though we are in Bulgaria. As you can see when it flashes up at the start of the entrances, you can see it's in Bulgaria. Nothing dodgy about that. And hopefully you've either watched or you paid heed when I said, you know, go back and watch. Because I'm going to give you spoilers now for the previous episodes. I'm going to talk about what's already happened in the World Cup. Obviously, that's how it has to work. So yesterday was the day of upsets. However, I think this might be asking a bit much of Shane Thorne. I think if you put TM61 in there against André, I think it would be called a handicap match because there was a distinct disadvantage for TM61. So just having one of them in there, not good. But obviously André representing France. Vive la France! Parlez-vous français? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? I'm completely out of things that I can say in French. Merde. Gonna have to bleep that in case the YouTube stuff, the YouTube adpocalypse stuff is multilingual. But yeah, André is here in the World Cup. Gotta be an early favourite, right? Who exactly is going to stop André? Now that I've said that, probably Shane Thorne. Like, call me an underdog, will you, mate? Mate? I can't do an Australian accent. I can't do that many accents, to be honest. But I have a go and I have fun trying, and I hope you guys appreciate that. You don't come here for quality accents. Or quality in general. You just come for entertainment, hopefully. Oh, gets the first dig in, and a right kick to the ribs, but then André just shoves him off. The size disadvantage is going to be a lot to overcome. Oh! Just chops him right on the ponytail, right on the man bun. Chop it off, André. And then just basically sits on his back. This is how André attacks you. He sits on you. And so would I if I was his size. Oh! Bounces the face off the knee. Can I get away with saying big a lot in this match, considering André's in it and everything that gets done by him is big? Like, that was a big right hand to the stomach. Shane Thorne slips out of the scoop slam, though. Kicks him in the knee. That's good tactics, but never mind. André just shoves him off again. And regains control. I think he's trying to pull his head off, but his gluteus maximus is right in the way of my view. But it looks like he's trying to twist his head off. Well, acting like he's trying to twist his head off. If André the Giant's trying to twist your head off, your head's coming off. Like, I'm just saying. Again with the move where he just sits on the back and now thinks that's enough already. But Shane Thorne says, no, I got some fight in me, big boy. 1 count. André will be upset at kicking out of a 1 count. He'll also be upset at agreeing to take a dragon screw leg whip, I'm pretty sure. But he did. So Shane Thorne, actually, momentarily at least, in control. Getting a bit of an armbar on André. André's arm is about the same size as Shane Thorne. Oh, what's he got in mind here? He's going to have to beat him using speed and agility. He's not going to overpower him. He's going to do a couple of punches on the outside and then climb back in. Interesting. Did the computer think that Shane Thorne has springboards, but he doesn't? Like, is that what just happened there? Can the computer make mistakes like that? I know people can. I know I could do that, but... Wow, the agility from André. Roly-poly's away, then a running STO. Good grief. And now, is he going to sit on his back again? No, he's actually going for the camel clutch now. Now he's weak in the back. And, spoiler alert again, we saw a submission to a strong variant of the camel clutch on day 1. Of the Pro Wrestling World Cup. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Oh, he's happy. And he kicked him in the rib. He can't even get his leg up to the head. But André sold it like he hit his head. So that's what matters, right? Shane actually getting some offense in. Which is probably a lot more than some people thought. A jumping, flipping neckbreaker. Not flipping because, you know, that's flipping good, mate. No, it's flipping because he actually did a flip. And a DDT as well. DDT! Why is he climbing that middle rope? He's miles away. And he still hits the middle rope Phoenix Splash. Goes for the pin. 1. André only gives him a 1 count. He's got your back there, Shane, for your previous kick out at 1. This has already been a longer and more even match than I thought it'd be. Andre's like, I just swept your leg. That's enough to pin you, right? No. Kicks him off emphatically. Uh-oh. Don't do it, Andre. Oh, okay, he's just taunted. I was going to say, whatever you're thinking, don't do it. Do not, under any circumstances, do this. You lunatic. Snapmare takeover. Oh! Punch to the side of the head, and now he's just got the claw on the right trapezius muscle. I think that's the right muscle. I don't know. Not a body guy. Couple of right hands will get you out of that, though. And another one. He's got Andre rocking. Andre takes a reverse Hurricane Rana. Oh my god. Shane Thorne is actually putting up a very good fight here. He's resisting very well. Oh, and then knocks Andre right off the apron. This is not how I imagine this match going. Oh! Knocks him for a loop with that right hand. And then lobs him back in the ring. And now just grips him by the throat. Referee's not bothered. He's not counting Andre out. He's not getting on Andre's face of all people. No way. Andre's daring Shane Thorne to get up at this point. Then thinks, no, you know what? I'll help you up soon as I've just choked the life out of you. So you got here, double underhook. Oh, a suplex. Look at the referee's reaction. That was, yeah, very appropriate, ref. Well done. That was exactly the right reaction. Andre gets blocked. Right forearm from Thorne. Andre ducks the clothesline. That's a long way to duck down for André the Giant. And now Shane Thorne fights back with a fireman's carry takeover. Whips Andre into the corner. Oh, back elbow from Andre. Scoops him up. And again, Shane Thorne escapes. Kick to the back of the leg again. And a European uppercut. It's interesting considering Shane's not European and Andre is. Maybe that was the point. Maybe that was what he was getting at. Neck breaker from Shane Thorne, but Shane is knackered. But he's crawling back up to his feet now and goes to the pin. Jumps into the pin. One and another 1 count. Hasn't been a pin more than 1 count either way so far in this match. A drop kick to the seated Andre, the seated Giant. And a running lariat absolutely cleans Andre's clock. The referee again looked impressed, and so would I if I was that close to seeing someone hit Andre that hard that it floored him. Russian leg sweep. Shout out to the real World Cup in Russia. And a knee to the back. And Australia and France are really playing today, or have already really played today. That's a real World Cup match, isn't it? Forgot to mention that. Are you joking? Oh my god, he just did a last ride to André the Giant. Realism, guys. Realism. Perfect. No way he couldn't do that. That's like just standard half of the course. 1, 2. He gets a 2 count. Andre kicks out though. I was going to say, is he going to get a 3? But, yeah. So is this the first match that's coincided with a real counterpart match? Like 100% of the matches coincided? I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be. Because obviously the teams involved in the countries involved in my World Cup aren't the same as the real one. But I'm pretty sure Australia and France played already today. So, yeah. I don't know what the score is, because obviously I'm recording this before today. Because otherwise, with my laptop's rendering speed and my internet upload speed, there's no way you would be seeing this today. Oh! Right hand to the ribs by Andre. And now, is he going for a tombstone? Oh, he is. I don't know if Andre really used the tombstone. Did he just give that to everyone big in this game? Leg sweep. He's attacked that leg a couple of times, and then he used it as a weak point to sweep out from under Andre. Drops a knee in the 18th wonder of the world, which is Andre's kidneys and liver. I think it was more aimed at a kidney, but I wanted to get a liver joke in there somewhere. Oh, Andre uses some speed, gets out the way of the drop kick. Now, third time lucky on the scoop slam? Yep, get over there. Says André the Giant. Scoops him up. Oh, but Shane Thorne fights out. Oh, drapes him across the bottom rope. Knocks all the air out of him. And now he's gone up to the top. A top rope Phoenix splash. A middle rope one wasn't enough. Will a top rope one be? He's not even going for the pin. He senses he has to do more. Stomp on the arm. Wow. Quick arm drag by Andre, though. And now the scoop slam once again works. He only hit 40% of his scoop slams. Fun fact. They like to put facts up on the screen, don't they, in football matches. So maybe I should have been doing that in this series. Like, scoop slam success rate, 40%, and then whatever Shane Thorne's is, probably 0. You know, stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty fun. Anyway, André scooping him up. Oh, he blocks the right hand, though. Gets up to his feet, runs in, and gets a back body drop for his troubles. And that's a long way to fall when André flips you over his head. Punch in the head and a claw grip again. André's favourite combination, it would seem. And why not? It's going to hurt. Everything's going to hurt from André the Giant, though. Like, everything hurts twice as much as it would from someone else. Butterfly suplex all the way across the ring. So, second time we've seen that. I was going to say, that's the twice. That's the twice that we've seen that. Oh, steps on the face. That's just not nice, André. Don't do that. That's just unpleasant. Lifts him up by both hands by the throat. Oh, double-handed choke slam. Shane Thorne's not having a good time now. Oh, what's André got in mind? Oh, an elbow drop, and he just sits there. 1, 2, that's it. 3. Shane kicked out after 3, though. André will not be happy. The boss will not be happy. But let's get straight on with having a look at the table. And André the Giant joins Primo Cologne at the top of Group B. And Shane Thorne and Rikishi are propping it up at the bottom after one game, but there's still plenty more to play for. But, yeah, certainly an interesting table. Anyway, next match. That smile was disturbing at the end, wasn't it, from André? Anyway, first match in Group C. Is this the first... This might be the first instance, not this guy, but his opponent. Might be the first instance where someone's had to win more than one qualifying match to get here. So, anyway, first up, a member of AOP. If you're really perceptive, you might know which one it is, but there you go. You can see it on his chest, and now you can see it at the bottom of the screen. Rezar, representing his home country of Albania in the Pro Wrestling World Cup. Making his way out here. No Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering isn't Albanian. No Akam. He's not Albanian either. He's Canadian. But he's not representing Canada. He's at home, wondering whether he should cheer for Rezar or the Canadian representative in this situation. I suppose until they collide, he can support both. Same for Ellering, can support America and Rezar up until the point where they collide. Hedging your bets, double the chance of success, right? So this is another David versus Goliath kind of situation, actually. However, this one, it's not as clear who the favourite is, because it could be strongly argued that David is the favourite to win the match. Even though, if this match was on real WWE TV, obviously it'd be an underdog story, because, you know, everyone smaller has to be an underdog. Even if they're on a 6-month win streak, they're an underdog if they're fighting someone bigger than them. Or, in some people's cases, cough John Cena when he's taking on like Big Show or something. When he was on like a 10-year win streak, he was still the underdog. Anyway, speaking of underdogs, this would be I was going to say Cerberus, but is it Cerberus or is it Kerberos? Or something like that. I don't know. We're going to call him Under Cerberus. Because this man had to qualify twice, or rather not this man, it's not the man, it's the demon. And he had to qualify twice. He had to beat Finn Bálor to become the representative representing the person Fergal Devitt out of Finn Bálor and Demon Bálor. And then he had to beat Sheamus to represent Ireland. So he's undergone the most rigorous qualifying of anyone so far. Rezar obviously not competing with an awful lot of people to represent Albania, so he just got automatically qualified for the World Cup. But here he is! Demon Bálor! I'm pretty sure we're meant to be having a demon. If we're not, then my bad. My bad. Maybe. I'm pretty sure Demon Bálor won. I should have made better notes of this sort of thing. But, world's longest entrance is world's longest. Gonna get I've made this joke every time about him getting grass stains on his gear if he crawls down the ramp, you know, because look, it looks like grass. Yeah, I've got to stop doing Gotta stop recycling jokes, especially when they're not good in the first place. Finn Bálor! Here he is. Right, you know what? This entrance bores me. Last time I had to watch it in a video, I just fast-forwarded it. So... Rezar is not impressed. Okay, Finn, are we quite done? Lovely. When I said I'm not, it doesn't, I can't remember what wording I used, but I'm bored of the sentence or something. It's just because I watch it so much in the game. It's not, like, in real life, it's still a bit of a spectacle, it's still fun. But I've seen it so many times in the game now, it's just like watching Undertakers, especially in real life, but in the game, realistically, it just takes ages. Anyway... Bálor getting the early upper hand using his speed, running drop kicks. What a shock. Finn Bálor using drop kicks in a match. Oh, middle rope splash to the back as Rezar was trying to roll away. Finn Bálor adjusted and still managed to hit him. Goes for a back kick for some reason when he's not standing up in front of him. Right, left, right, and now the back kick connects. Now he uses the tactic correctly. Oh, goes for a crucifix, but not a pin. Just uses the impact on the back of the neck. Oh, ducks underneath does Rezar. Oh, damages the arm across his shoulder and just beats him down to the mat. Yeah, we're not going to see any fancy stuff from Rezar. Oh, nice spinning drop toe hold from Finn Bálor to regain control. But yeah, we're not going to see any fanciness from Rezar. We're just going to see brute force. But speaking of brute force, Bálor knocks him out of the ring over the top rope. And now going up to the top rope. Oh, he's pulling out all the stops. He wants to win the World Cup for Ireland, clearly. Did I mention he was representing Ireland? Another elbow. So a top rope elbow followed by just a standing elbow drop. And a code breaker. You look at Chris Jericho's still back at home. Not here representing Canada, otherwise he might have something to say about that. Into the ring. Oh, elbow across the face. Finn Bálor's definitely taken charge of this match. But like I said, it is the sort of situation where David's kind of the favourite and Goliath is kind of the underdog. Back elbow, though, from Rezar. Going to show us why you should never bet against Goliath in a real situation. Oh! Goes for suplex. As Finn Bálor sells it, just gets a couple of punches to the face and a headbutt. For good measure. I say suplex, he kind of just picked him up as a suplex, then threw him across the ring. Oh, goes for an RKO, apparently. Oh, but quickly catches Finn's leg. And now, one-hand spine buster, still having hold of the leg. That's an interesting look on your face there, Rezar. Oh, slams him back onto the mat just as he was trying to recover. Now, what's he got in mind here? Oh, that powerbomb suplex thing that I don't really know the name of, but I always refer to as a powerbomb suplex. Now, the claw! To Finn Bálor, eh? What are you looking at, eh? Snapmare takeover. Maybe that's what he was going for. I don't know why he would have jumped though, but I don't know why he'd be going for an RKO either. So either way, questions that need to be answered by Rezar. Tweet him asking why he went for an RKO. He was so confused if people did that. Trying to pull Balor's head off. Head's like, no, leave my Bálor alone. 2 punches. Such a good commentator. I'm not surprised you watch my videos. He's got him in the corner. Oh, what's he setting up for here? Could it possibly be a drop kick? Doesn't sound like Finn Bálor to do a drop kick. There it is, into the corner. Now, does a lap of Rezar up to the top rope. Rezar rolls further away just to make the coup de grace a bit more challenging. And then horizontal drop kick. Beautiful. Goes into the pin. Has he got him already? 1, 2, 3. What a win for Finn Bálor. Strong start. Not showing any signs of fatigue from the qualifying process. Let's get the league table up for Group C. And as you can see, Finn Bálor's at the top. Rezar down at the bottom. And he's down at the bottom because he's actually had a match. So that puts him under the guys who have not had a match in my estimation. So obviously tomorrow we're going to see Killian Dane against Cesaro, which is a hell of a match. And obviously you'll notice Ireland and Northern Ireland are in the same group. So we are going to see a bit of a local derby there at some point in this group stage. Now, normally I'd do my outro right now, but we have one further bit of business to take care of. That's right, a bonus match! Because of some shenanigans in yesterday's video, we get to listen to the world's worst theme music again. What a bonus, right guys? You get to see the Colognes in action! And not only do you get to see them in action, but you get to look at their horrible shirts and listen to their horrible music. And it's both of them. Now, yesterday, Primo took on Rikishi, and the match had some shenanigans. And that included some music hitting that nearly cost Primo the match, because it distracted him. And at the time, I couldn't place the music. And the irony of it is that I had already heard the music in the same video, because it was the Bushwhackers. And Bushwhacker Luke had had his match on the same episode. However, no one came out, so the Colognes didn't know which Bushwhacker to blame, so they were like, hey, we should fight them in a tag team match to get even. So that's why the Colognes are out here. That's what they had in mind. They want some revenge for the Bushwhackers trying to cost them the match. Now, obviously, there is a possibility with one being in Group A and one in Group B of Luke and Primo meeting in the second round, assuming one comes first and one comes second. But that doesn't account for the possibility of it being Butch with his double hats, which is just amazing. You know, so Primo was like, well, I'll bring my cousin and you bring whatever the hell he is, and we'll have this match early. And they were all for this little challenge. Look at this for a dream match. Bushwhackers and the Colognes? Who hasn't said, you know what match I really want to see? Bushwhackers versus the Colognes. Look at him running the ropes. Bushwhacker in the ropes. Yep, that's hygienic. Never been anything more hygienic than that. Yes. Took Bushwhackers, look at that. However, Colognes don't get everything their own way. Because, before that happened, before what we just discussed happened, Epico tried to distract Rikishi to get Primo the win. So Rikishi's in here as well. It's actually 3-on-2. So asking for this match backfired on you, Primo and Epico. We got some quiche. We got some quiche. And who doesn't love a bit of quiche? Rikishi, by the looks of it, his body isn't a big lover of quiche either, or likes far too much quiche, one or the other. But that's not the sort of quiche we're talking about. We're talking about big quiche, Rikishi. And he's ready to go. He is ready to go, and it's going to be the Bushwhackers and Rikishi. Again, like I just said, dream match, dream team. Who hasn't sat there discussing wrestling on the internet and gone, you know who really should have teamed together? Bushwhackers and Rikishi. I wonder if they ever did, because Rikishi, in a different gimmick, has been around a long time. He probably goes back to the Bushwhacker days. I wonder if they ever faced off or teamed up. Like, the people behind, the person behind Rikishi. What's his name? Something, obviously something Fatu. Can't remember his first name. I used to know that. But yeah, we're starting off with Luke and Primo, a match we could potentially see later down the line if they both get through the group stage. If we were going to see it, we'll see it in the very next round as well. That's the only time it's got potential to happen. Oh no, they could both come top or both come second, and then it could happen in maybe the final? I'm not sure how it all pans out. But yeah, Bulldog from Luke. So we've got a bonus match, a nice grudge match for you guys. I love the storyline aspect of wrestling. I don't like wrestling, I like sports entertainment. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I enjoy the you know, everything having a reason behind it and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I can appreciate a really good wrestling match. I've watched all the Omega Okadas and I've enjoyed them thoroughly. And they do have good stories being told throughout them, and in some cases in the build-up to them. However, I like taking advantage of like situations that happen, and I feel like yesterday's episode gave us plenty of opportunity to build up to this match. So I thought, you know what, let's give the people what they clearly want, whether they know it or not, and let's have the Colognes take on, are they doing the Matador move, even though they're not Matadors anymore? The Colognes taking on the Bushwhackers and Rikishi. I mean, like I say, dream match. It's quite frankly a dream match. Anyway, Epico in the ring, and I'm sure Rikishi wants to get in there and get a piece of Epico, considering he tried to cost Rikishi the match, and fundamentally might have done when all said and done, because Rikishi hit his finisher on Primo, Then Epico came out. And then, a little while later, Primo won. So, that could have been the end of Primo. And here comes Rikishi. Here we go. Epico is going straight at him. He's not scared. I thought he'd be a bit intimidated, but no, he's like, you know what? I'll have you, big man. But Rikishi sticks some elbows in. And now you're in trouble, Epico. Once he shakes the cobwebs clear. Oh, nice right hand. But Epico drops down. Fireman's carry takeover. Regains control. Oh, jumping wheel kick. Very nice. Jumping, spinning wheel kick. Step up Enziguri using the speed against the big man. That's been like the theme of almost the entire World Cup so far, really, hasn't it? Like, little man versus big man, speed versus power. Day one was power versus power. And since then, there's been an awful lot of like underdog versus large, scary looking man. That headbutt was scary looking, by the way. But Epico's like, hey, I can use my head as a weapon too. And hits a jawbreaker. And now, going back to the speed that brought him to the dance. Didn't teach him, like, to win any dancing contests in this metaphor. But it certainly brought him to it. Rikishi switches around. Gets Epico away from Primo. Primo deciding not to bother tagging in. And now, in comes Luke again. Going for the double team. Rikishi and Bushwhacker Luke showing some great double teamwork. Hits a double hip toss, and now Primo wants in now, and Epico wants out in the worst way. Oh, wow, Luke was showing off in the corner. Primo just runs in and sticks the shoulder in, but now Luke blocks the kick. Oh, and sweeps the leg out from under him, landing face first. So, yeah, back to these two in the ring again, just like at the start of the match. Swinging neck breaker, bounces head off the floor. Why the devil not? Epico just starting to recover outside the ring. Oh, punches him so hard he spins in 180, but then Primo ducks behind. Oh, neck breaker across the knee. And now Primo going up top. Is he going for the moonsault that he hit yesterday against Rikishi? No, going for a leg drop this time. He's got some moves off the top rope as Primo. Funny shaped head as well, but I gave him enough abuse for that yesterday. Alright, sticks Bushwhacker Luke in the corner, and again blocks the double team attempt. And now I think Primo was reaching out either to attack Luke or go for the tag, but Luke whips Primo away. Doesn't want to go for the double team though, just flattens him in the corner instead. But Primo is in the wrong part of town as we speak. Got him up. Oh, runs in, but Primo cuts him off with a punch to the stomach and then a back fist. Surely Luke's under the ropes there, but he only gets a 1 count anyway. Butch looking antsy is like, hey, I know I'm kind of the spare man here, but let me in. Let me have a go. Nice backflip into the belly's back suplex from Primo. Got confused for a second. I was like, which one's this again? And denies Luke the hot tag to Butch. Butch really wants in. You can see he's getting antsy on the apron. Primo trying to, even though they're fighting in Luke's corner, Primo trying to stay between Luke and his partners, but that jawbreaker won't help the situation. What's Luke got in mind now? Lifts him up. Oh, and a jawbreaker of his own from Primo. Seeing everyone's head used a lot, everyone must have a hard head in this match. Which sort of defeats the point of everyone using head moves, like headbutts and jawbreakers and stuff. Anyway, throws Luke away from his partners who want the tag. And at the end of the day, as long as you cut off the ring, it doesn't matter that it's 2-on-3, because currently it's 2-on-1. Oh, that was nice. A leg sweep and an enziguri, and Epico goes straight in for the pin. 2, 3. Wow. The Colognes win against all odds. Oh my god, they're on a roll. I'm going to be eating my words when I talk about Primo not winning. Good grief. Momentum. Advantage. Colognes. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Share with your friends if you think they will enjoy it. But for now, all I have to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Rezar. You've been amazing. And I'll see you next time.